time Lonnie White and Rokia Garbo will be old enough to vote in the presidential election. And just the second time Malik Cool and Mosin Shara will cast a presidential ballot. None are planning to vote for Joe Biden or Donald Trump.
If I were to vote tomorrow, I wouldn't vote, period. Ideally, I would like to vote third party.
I will vote for an independent candidate.
I'm considering either voting for Claudia de la Cruz or Cornel West at this point. If there is no substantive policy change when it comes to the genocide in Gaza, then there's not really a discussion for me.
When we met at this barbecue restaurant in Atlanta, all four told me they were raised and originally registered as Democrats. But this year, the president's handling of the Israel-Gaza war has turned them away.
I think what Biden has done in aiding and abetting in a genocide is just something I cannot stand for.
You're willing to withhold your vote in the presidential election unless there is a ceasefire.
Yes.
And it's implemented.
Yes.
Not voting could mean Donald Trump gets into office. Do you think he'll be better on Gaza?
Trump would probably say flatten Gaza and make it into a golf course. I have absolutely no faith in him.
Would you not say that also the people who are not voting for one of the two people who are the likely people to really be in this race have a role to play in kind of giving the race to Donald Trump in a state like Georgia where it's going to be like razor thin?
Yeah, no, I'll do you one better, actually. I think that just means that's why the Democrats should listen.
They suck.
Radical and more tapped in than their peers is how the group describes themselves. Rokia even helping to organize this demonstration in Atlanta last October, calling for peace and aid for the Palestinian people. While they don't speak for the majority of black voters, their dissent poses a real concern for Democrats in battleground states like Georgia, where Biden won by fewer than 12,000 votes. Black voters under age 30 made up only about 6% of voters in Georgia in 2020. That group voted for Joe Biden by more than 50 points.
We are holding their election in the palm of our hands, and they're not listening.
We're tired of just hearing him say these things, these empty promises. We have
'Cause
no
he's a
trust
liar.
in Joe Biden.
The Republican Party isn't earning their vote either.
Both sides are just equal.
Republicans should do better.
Nothing is being done for us. If enough people vote third party, we can win. That's my thoughts.
President Biden's campaign has touted his success on key issues affecting young voters, including student loan forgiveness,
Lied.
lowering unemployment, and tackling inflation.
Inflation's
Still,
out of
though,
control.
I don't feel it. People may be employed, but can they survive off of it?
The federal minimum wage has stayed the same since 2009. I was 5 in 2009. I'm 20 years old now. Right? I work at Goodwill now for $12 an hour. and
Yeah,
the cost of
nothing.
living keeps increasing, especially here.
What could President Biden do to change your mind as far as how you'll vote in November?
Call for a permanent
Economics.
ceasefire and actually implement it. I would like us to stop giving aid to Israel.
If he doesn't get elected, that is his fault. That's not our fault. That's not the black voters here. That's not X, Y, and Z. No, it's on him.
Facts.
Well, MAGA Inc., the super PAC supporting Trump, has spent more than $500,000 for ads on black radio, hoping to woo those unhappy Biden voters. And, you know, Aaron, we asked the Biden campaign about this dissent that we're seeing among some of these young black voters, and they framed it as a race between a president that actually cares about making life better for Americans, even if they haven't felt the full impact just yet, and another candidate who they say, and I'm quoting, cares only about his rich friends and himself. All that said, Aaron, they realize this dissent is there and they are working. They say it is their priority to turn it around.